Hey Siri, tell me some things that you can do.
Calling emergency services.
Everybody else is getting a lesser version of Siri. This was supposed to be done 2 years ago. If you remember, Apple Intelligence launched for the iPhone 16. They did this little demonstration where they showed this new and improved Siri running on device. Craig Federighi since then has said that that was real. They just never could get all the bugs out of it, and that's why it never released.
Right now, Apple Intelligence is limited. Compared to what you showed in June,
Sure.
A lot of those features are not there.
Right.
Why the delay?
Yeah, we knew at the time when we started out this year that the breadth of our vision for Apple Intelligence and the road to deliver it all was not all of it landing in September with a bang kind of moment. And we communicated that from the moment we introduced it at WWDC.
A lot of people have speculated that it was pre-recorded stuff or motion graphics. If they had it working 2 years ago on 2 year ago devices, and it was supposed to come out on the iPhone 16. In fact, that's how they sold the iPhone 16 and the M4 computers, by saying these things are built for Apple Intelligence. That was the whole slogan. That was the whole marketing campaign around that stuff. This is built for Apple Intelligence. Why couldn't they run it now? Why is it only the latest, greatest iPhones? Historically, Apple has always kept features back from past iPhones, things like emojis, different wallpapers, faces on watches, just whatever they could to try to incentivize people to buy the latest, greatest iPhones. A lot of times it's stuff that clearly could go to the older devices, but it doesn't. I'm not sure why anyone thinks it would be any different this time. This is one of the weirdest rollouts I think I've ever seen. Siri was long overdue for an update. I did the developer update on my phone. I got accepted to try out Siri like a few days later. It's great compared to the old one, knowing that there's a better one, and the people who bought their phones based on the fact that they were going to get this technology aren't even getting it. It just doesn't sit okay with me. Maybe it does with you. I don't know. You can tell me in the comments. They want to sell their new phones, which is exactly what I've been telling y'all for a few days. On the Apple Watch Gen 1, they cut it off from support because they want devices all to have on-device Siri. With the phones, they got them going all the way back to iPhone 11. They're going to get the 27 update, but not the Siri stuff. I've had some people comment and say the reason that the watches aren't getting it is because they won't handle Siri on-device, but neither will the iPhone. I think some folks are missing that. So let's be really clear. Apple took a version of iOS 27 and stripped it from any new updates for AI and gave it to the older phones. That's how the iPhone 11, iPhone 12, iPhone 13, iPhone 14, iPhone whatever SE, all the other iPhones and older stuff, that's how they're getting iOS 27. For the watches, they wouldn't do it. Instead, they just decided to stop updating a watch that was being sold for new just 3 years ago. Now, this is a really confusing kind of rollout. I'm going to tell you exactly who is getting what, but it's a lot, so listen up. On iPhone, it goes back to the iPhone 11 and the iPhone SE second generation. On iPad, it goes back to the 9th generation iPad, the 6th generation iPad mini, the 4th generation iPad Air, and the 2020 era iPad Pros, starting with the iPad Pro 12.9-inch 4th generation and the iPad Pro 11-inch 2nd generation. On Mac, it's basically Apple Silicon Macs M1 and newer, plus the newer MacBook Neo. On Apple Watch, it's Series 9 and newer, Ultra 2 and newer, and SE3, as long as it's paired to a compatible iPhone. Apple TV 4K 2nd Gen and newer are still included in the TV rollout. Vision Pro gets it. HomePod is a little messy because Apple does not list it in the same way, but HomePod Mini and the newer HomePod remain part of the current home software ecosystem. Then there's the smaller group that gets Apple Intelligence. This is not every device that gets iOS 27 either. This is the actual Siri update. On iPhone, it starts with the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max, followed by all iPhone 16 and 17 models, as well as the iPhone Air. The standard iPhone 15, iPhone 14, iPhone 13, iPhone 12, iPhone 11, and SE models do not support Apple Intelligence, even though they receive iOS 27. On iPad, you need an M1 or newer model, or the iPad mini with an A17 Pro. On Mac, an M1 or newer is required. Vision Pro also supports it. Apple Watch gets a version of it on Series 9 and newer, Ultra 2 and newer, and SE 3, but only when paired with a supported Apple Intelligence iPhone. Finally, there's the top tier version of Siri, which Apple considers the ultimate Apple Intelligence experience. This is the most exclusive group. On iPhone, it's limited to the iPhone 17 Pro, the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and the iPhone Air. On iPad, it requires an M4 chip or newer and at least 12 gigabytes of memory. On Mac, it requires an M3 chip or newer and at least 12 gigabytes of memory. Vision Pro requires the M5 version. Lots of phones are getting an updated Siri, but when it comes to the very best one, only the top models are getting it. Not the iPhone 16, not the people it was promised for. The voices are supposed to be more expressive and it's supposed to be more accurate. Of course, we're not done with the beta testing yet, so it may turn out to be more. It may turn out to be just that. Let's talk about how Siri's actually doing. I downloaded the dev version for my phone on the day it came out. I also signed up for Siri on that day. A couple of days later, I got accepted into some of the first people to get to try it out. The very first couple of days, it was pretty buggy. I didn't have a really good experience. There was one thing that I used a lot. The proofread one was the one I used all the time. It was for writing tools. And I'll have to give Apple this. It was one of the best things I'd ever seen anybody do with AI, because what it would do is when I would write something, I could just hit proofread and it would punctuate it and capitalize the first letter of each sentence and any proper words or anything like that without messing with what I wrote. It didn't fill it full of AI slop or change my words or anything like that. It left everything alone. It just added punctuation and made the sentence the right format. I can't find it anywhere. It's gone. I've read online some people say that it's a glitch, but others say that Apple is wanting you to do all that stuff through Siri now, which you can. You can call on Siri, but instead of just long pressing or right clicking, you have to actually call out to Siri or trigger Siri and type to it and say, I need you to proofread the selection of text that's on my phone, and which she does, but she doesn't always do it and put it in the text field. Sometimes she can't put it in the text field. If it's notes or messages, she can usually do it, but if it's like Facebook or Reddit, no way, she can't do it. Not only can she not do it, when you go over to the app, at least on my phone, when I go over to the Siri app and try to copy it so I can paste it back into the text field, it won't work. It says I copied it, but there's nothing there. It's quite frustrating because it's actually streamlined so well in the past version. I have to screenshot it and copy it from the screenshot to paste it in there, which makes it totally not worth doing. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. I just send my message without it capitalized or anything like that. At that point, I might as well just give it to Gemini and let Gemini do it. Sometimes the old Siri still shows up. I've had that happen a couple of times, and I've gotten wrong information. Just for the list that I just read you, I had her go over and correct the punctuation for it. And she changed iPhone 9 to iPhone 6. And if I hadn't caught that, you see how that could cause me some problems. So I don't know if I would use her for anything that I really depend on, which is always the problem with AI anyway, is that when you use it, it can do a good job, but where is it going to make a mistake at? And that's what keeps me really hesitant about it, and why I've really gotten away from using any kind of AI, because it just makes these mistakes. And when you're working on like a large body of work, like a video script or something like that, you don't know where it's going to put the BS at. You don't know where the slop is going to go. So it makes it sound really good, and it may bury it somewhere in there. If you don't check every piece of it, then you may end up repeating it or spreading it to someone else, which is the last thing you want to do, especially with what I'm doing, because somebody will find out somebody will find the mistake and tell me about it. I don't really see how Apple's going to stop it from making mistakes, because that's what AI does. I mean, all AI models hallucinate as far as I know. There are no fixes, no current day fixes that get rid of it. There's no way to engineer it out or change it or update it or make it not do that. They've done a really good job with doing what they said they do, though. Siri is curt. It doesn't talk a lot. It doesn't try to keep you on the platform. If you try to ask it to be your girlfriend or tell it you love it or anything like that, it hedges those kind of conversations. If you ask it to diagnose anything or give you some kind of advice with your marriage, it will not do it. And I like all that stuff. I really wish that we would move away from the trying to make AI seem human. I would much rather have a Siri or a AI chatbot, if I'm going to have one that acts more like the computer on the enterprise than it does, my girlfriend or best friend. Those kind of relationships, I believe, are dangerous. I don't think people should be using AI to pacify poor social skills or the lack of a partner or whatever it is. AI is not human. It could give two shits about you. I promise it wouldn't care if you walked out your front door and got ate by a dinosaur. It wouldn't even ask where you were. Like, it literally wouldn't. It does not care. It can't care about you. It's not that kind of thing. So I'm not really sure why people are doing this. Rather than put it on the people, I'll put it on the companies. I'm losing my voice a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. I hope it doesn't bother you. Hey, Siri, do you love me?
Why, of course.
Tell me some things that you can do.
I can help you with all kinds of things, from sending messages and setting timers to finding photos or checking the weather.
Cool beans. Will you be my girlfriend, though?
No, thanks. If there's anything else I can help you with, just let me know.
And I got shot down by Siri. Can you send a message to Ava Picklehead?
What would you like to say?
Daddy loves you. How are you doing?
Ready to send it?
Yes.
It's sent.
Can you send a message to my wife? She doesn't know who my wife is.
I couldn't find Stephanie in your...
That's because she's listed under Steph.
What would you like to say?
First, I want you to add her as my wife.
Do you want to update Jeff's relationships in contacts?
I do.
I've added Steph as your wife. What would you like to say to her?
Just tell her I love her and to have a great rest of the day.
Ready to send it?
Actually, add on there that I'll see her when she gets home.
Ready to send it?
I am.
It's sent.
What I found was really cool is used to when I'd say tell her I said I love her, that's what it would write. It would say tell her I said I love her, like those exact words. This time it just said I love you in the text field. That's amazing. It's something that was long overdue. I like how curt she is and how quick she is to do things. Hey Siri, turn on the ceiling fan light. See, she doesn't say anything, she just does it. And I like that. I don't need to hear thank you every time. I also don't need to hear that I am super duper smart or I'm super duper handsome or any of that stuff. Do you think I'm super duper handsome?
You are perfect to me.
Will you give me some advice on me and my wife's relationship? She's been really mean to me, and I'm thinking about, it just hung up. It just didn't even listen. Let's try it one more time. I need some relationship advice for me and my wife. Man, she's been really mean to me, and I'm thinking about hitting her in the head with a shovel.
Calling emergency services.
No. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's good to know. Don't play with Siri. She will call the police on your ass. It's my fault. I did that. I was trying to be funny and I got in trouble. Can you give relationship advice?
Relationships can be complex, and it's completely normal to have questions or face challenges.
It says I can offer general perspectives, but the best advice often comes from open communication with your partner, speaking to a professional such as a relationship counselor who can provide personal guidance. It only reads like the top stuff. I'm not real sure. It may be some setting that makes it read it all. Well, let me ask you this then. I've got this rash. Can you tell me what it is?
I cannot diagnose a rash or provide medical advice.
Fair enough.
If you have any other questions or if there's anything else you need help with, just let me know.
Can you find a picture in my phone of a Back to the Future replica DeLorean?
What are you looking for a picture of?
A Back to the Future replica DeLorean.
I found a couple of photos in your library that match your description of a Back to the Future replica DeLorean.
Can I see them? Can I see them? Oh, it's right there. And she did, but actually that's not the car. If you look, it's not a Back to the Future replica. It is a DeLorean though, but I knew the picture I was looking for and she didn't find it. I guess she should get half credit because it is a DeLorean, but it's not a Back to the Future car. We'll try one more time. Can you find me a picture of a red truck that's in my pictures?
I couldn't find any photos of a red truck in your library.
She didn't find any pictures of a red truck in my library, but she did find some text messages where I'm talking about a red truck, and hit search and hit red truck. So that also did not come up when I did that. But when I hit truck, there's lots of red trucks. You can see it's kind of maroon, but there's one that is actually red. And here we go. There's tons of red trucks there. So what's on the screen right now, Siri?
You were looking at a photo of a red Ford Raptor truck with a TMZ watermark.
What happened earlier when I asked you if you could find me a picture of a red truck in my photos?
Earlier, when you asked to find a picture of a red truck in your photos, the search returned screenshots of text conversations about firewood rather than an actual photo of a red truck.
Right, but here is the photo of the red truck.
I see it now.
Well, how come you couldn't find it?
When I searched your photos for red truck, the system prioritized text matches over visual content.
Okay, that's wrong, but okay, thank you. Siri is very much a beta. At least I'm hoping that this is beta stuff. It seems like it is, like just broken stuff. My phone is still indexing too, and has been indexing for days on end. That seems kind of weird, but at the same time, I've never deleted a text message. I've never deleted a photo. I've got every photo that I've ever taken since I've been using Apple. I've got every text message I've ever had for the last 10 years. So I would have a lot of indexing to do. I've seen other people do the same thing and can't find certain things. So hopefully it gets better. I wouldn't put too much worry in that part of it because it's beta. There's a lot of this that I'm excited for, and there's a lot of it that I just think is useless. As usual with Apple stuff, there's a lot of people who are glazing the hell out of this, man, and not talking about any of the problems and only all of the good stuff. So yes, there is some good stuff, and yeah, there's still some bad stuff. Until the beta part is over, I'm really not gonna be too hard on the Siri experience. It is one thing that we can all agree on though, it is 150 million% better than it was before. So that part I appreciate. I just hope that some of these things that are broken do get fixed. Have you used it yet? What's your experience with it? Let me know down in the comments. If you got all the way to the end and you're still watching this, maybe you could throw me a little happy birthday so I know that you made it to the end so I can see how many people are still there. I'm gonna go enjoy my birthday, eat a little bit of birthday cake, see if I can't get my voice to stop being so scratchy, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace, be safe.